Hey, how's it going? My name is Dan. I used to work at the biggest dealership in the country, and now I teach fine folks like you how not to get fucked when buying a car. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I was at Miami Auto Show, and one of the sales representatives told me about this amazing feature that Lexus has. It's called Lexus Plus. She told me what it was, but then I didn't exactly understand what it was. It sounded like a really shitty deal, and I couldn't really believe that Lexus would do something like that. I mean, it sounded really shitty. It sounded like a bad deal for a customer. So I thought maybe she's misrepresenting, or maybe she doesn't understand. That's okay. It's not a problem. So I actually went a couple of days ago and did some research about Lexus Plus, what it is. And in fact, I watched a video on it. I have no idea how, but they actually let you download the video. So I downloaded the video and let's watch it. This is how bad this is.
In 1989, Lexus came along and changed the way cars were designed and built.
How? Lexus, how have you changed that? How have you changed that? You haven't done anything different. What are you talking about? Okay.
How customers were treated and how cars were sold.
How have you changed that? How have you changed how customers were treated and how cars were sold? In 1988, customer walks into a dealership, gets fucked, gets out with a car. In 1989, Lexus comes along, you get into a dealership, get fucked, and get out with a car. That's exactly the same thing. How did you change anything? What?
And that pretty much turned the world of luxury cars upside down.
Are you gonna tell us how exactly? Are you gonna tell us anything, any details, or are you just gonna give us stupid canned phrases?
So, how do you follow up on something like that? You create Lexus Plus.
On what? You haven't told us what you have done differently. You just said we have done things differently. How have you done things differently?
Here's how it works. First, there's only one price on every product and service in the entire dealership.
What? Lexus, are you telling me I can buy air freshener for the same price I can buy a car? Man, I wish I had enough money and time for lawyers. This video can make me enough money. This shit ad can make me enough money for the rest of my goddamn fucking life and for my kids' life. Are you serious? You just said you have one price in the dealership for everything.
Not an asking price, not a suggested price.
Not an asking price, not a What kind of prices are there? I'm selling a knife. It's $700. Is that an asking price? Is that a What kind of price is that? That's just the price. If somebody doesn't want to pay for it, they are not going to pay for it. If somebody wants to pay $600, they can ask me and we can negotiate. Are you telling me you can't negotiate now? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me I can't negotiate now. That's because that's the feeling I'm getting.
Just one very competitive price.
Hold on a second. Competitive pricing? That just reminds me of something. You know when you were playing football or any sports in college or high school, you know what your coach told you? I want to see average performance. I want to see competitive performance. No, he didn't say that. If you had a good coach, I mean, unless Lexus was coaching you, your coach would say, I want you to go out and I want you to do your best. Whatever you have to do, I want you to put 100% of what you have on that field. 100%. Competitive pricing? I don't want no shit as competitive pricing. I want the lowest pricing. I want the best pricing. I want the same pricing as your dealerships get. Why are you making me to go to your dealership and then get fucked by salesmen instead of me going directly to you, Lexus, and buy cars directly from you for the same price that you sell them to car dealerships? Why? Oh, because your dealerships are more important than customers? Fuck the customers. Fuck those idiots. Fuck those retards. We can bend them over and mind fuck them because we have skilled salesmen that can brain fuck them and do whatever we want because we have professional salesmen that learn how to take advantage of uneducated people. Fuck people.
How do we know it's competitive? Because your dealer examines everything from the market conditions to the average amount paid in your specific area.
Hold up a sec. Hold up. Dude, this shit is so fucked up. I mean, this ad is only 2 minutes, and there's so many problems with it. So you're telling me if I go for an oil change in Idaho, that oil change is gonna be like, I don't know, 10 times cheaper than LA, New York, Houston, Miami, San Francisco? You're telling me if I live in New York, Miami, San Francisco, hell, anywhere in fucking California, Texas, I'm gonna get absolutely fucked because shit is gonna be 10 times more expensive? Well, not 10, but 3 times more expensive. I mean, housing over there is 3 times more expensive, or even 4 times more. Yeah, 4 times more expensive. Is that what you're telling me? So you're telling me if I live in California or New York, get the fuck out of California, New York, go to Montana, go to Idaho, go to fucking Ohio, go to Dakotas, buy a car over there and ship it back to New York or California? Is that what you're telling me? Because from here, this is what you're saying. Your pricing, your competitive pricing, is based on the region where you live. So if your region is overpriced like entire state of fucking California and shit ton of other cities, you're telling me those people should go and buy cars in Idaho and Dakota and Montana and boring states that they have cheap living. Is that what you're telling us? Because really, that's what you're telling us.
This price extends to every product or service they sell. New or used, parts or labor. Everything has an upfront, transparent price.
Lexus, with transparent pricing, will you show us the prices that you sell cars to dealerships for? No? I didn't think so. This transparent pricing sounds like transparent bullshit.
Another thing you'll notice right away is that there's a single dedicated consultant to guide you through the entire process.
How many of you, when buying a car, had to work with like 5 salesmen? Were they like swarming you like piranhas? Or somebody was massaging your shoulders while you're trying to sign a contract? Were you getting a handy J from somebody while you were getting negotiations going? What? You always work with one person. This is not new. Literally, this isn't.
This means you'll deal with one very qualified person who can answer all of your questions, arrange financing, help with trade-ins, and paperwork.
That's what a good salesperson can do now. That's what every good salesperson can do already. Yes, majority of salesmen are just really shit salesmen. Like, they are really bad at what they fucking do. They suck. So you're telling me you educated your salesmen a little more? That's it? Holy fuck. You told them if they don't get better, you'll fire them? Shouldn't that be done, I don't know, 50 years ago? You're 50 years too late, Lexus.
And like our upfront pricing, this extends to the entire dealership, even service.
I'm lost for words. Literally. There's always upfront pricing on everything. You go to a car dealership, you see the price on the car. You go to change your brakes, somebody's telling you the price, how much it is going to be to change your brakes. You want to buy, I don't know, an air freshener, there's the price for the air freshener. That's upfront pricing. It existed for fucking thousands of years. You want to go buy a fucking camel, there's the price for a camel. You want to buy some fucking potatoes, there's the price for potatoes. Upfront pricing existed hundreds of thousands of millions of billions of trillions of years ago. This is not new. You're a couple of thousand years late, Lexus.
So whether you're shopping for a new car or getting an oil change, you'll have a single sales or service consultant who will help you every step of the way.
I mean, was there a time where there was 4 people trying to help me? I don't understand. There was always one. You're always working with one person. One person. Oh, I can't even.
All this means buying, leasing, and servicing a Lexus is now easier, faster, and less complex.
Easier, faster, and less complex. They had no more actual adjectives that they could use. This process is so stupid. This Lexus Plus scheme is so retarded. It's so bad for customers that they couldn't use anything else. It's easier, it's faster, it's less complex. That's the same thing. That's like when you're trying to sell potatoes and you're trying to think of adjectives to think about potatoes, but the only thing that really comes up is it's food and it will make you feel less hungry. I mean, there's not really any way you can put this shit turd any other way. Here's something that they can't say. You're gonna get the lowest price. You're gonna get the best deal. You're gonna be able to buy a car directly from the car manufacturer without it getting fucked by salesmen. You're gonna be able to customize the car exactly how you want it. You don't want the sunroof? No, we'll cancel that shit off. You don't want expensive features that you don't want? We're gonna cancel that shit off. We're gonna get away from packages. This is something that they can't tell. You know why? Because they're gonna lose shit ton of fucking money. They're gonna lose hundreds of millions of dollars.
And it means everything is done on your terms and in your time frame.
You just said that everything can be done on my terms. Really? Really, Lexus? I would love to take you up on it. Well, my terms are, I want to buy the car for the same amount of money that you make it for. How about that? Or even better, I want you to sell cars to everyone for the same price that you sell them to dealerships for. Or even better, with transparent pricing, I want you to include the invoice pricing, true invoice pricing, not what the dealerships print out. I know how that shit works. I know how it works. I work at the car dealership. None of that dealership invoice pricing. I want the true pricing, how much you sell cars directly to dealerships for. That's my terms. Are you going to make that happen? Oh, no, you won't. Well, that's why I had to show this ad. That's why this shit is absolutely fucking garbage. Don't go out and buy new cars. Dealerships and car manufacturers don't give a fuck about you. They literally don't. The only thing they care about is profits, profits, profit. And they will do everything they can to get the most money out of you.
Upfront, transparent pricing, and a single dedicated consultant. This is Lexus Plus, a way of buying a car that's not just changing the dealership experience, but redefining it.
How have you redefined the dealership experience? You go to a car dealership, you talk to a salesman, you get fucked, you get out of with the car. With Lexus Plus, you go to a car dealership, you talk to a salesman, you get fucked, you get out with the car. That's kind of exactly the same thing. I'm not seeing much difference here.
And in the process, we just might end up transforming the entire industry once again.
How are you going to transform the industry? And once again, how have you done it previously and how are you planning to do it now? This Lexus Plus bullshit is not anything new. You're just trying to protect car dealerships' profits. That's the only thing you're doing. This Lexus Plus is there for one reason: to take stupid, uneducated, lazy customers, to bend them over and fuck them. Zero Asian people will go for this because they come from countries that are very adverse in marketing and manufacturing, so they truly know how much it costs to make things and what markups are. Good luck telling this to a Chinese or a Korean or Japanese person. I would love to see some Japanese reactions from this. I would love to see some Asians review this. So you're telling me I can't negotiate? Well, how about you go fuck yourself? How about that? I would love to see people who are actually interested in saving money for their family instead of forking out $10,000 extra to this dealership or to you, Lexus. I would love to see some actual people reactions. You know what? I'm okay with handing over extra $10,000 because I can't fucking negotiate it. I would love to give up extra $5,000 because I got no fucking balls to stand up for my family. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up below and click the subscribe button over my head, or watch one of those two videos if you want to see more money saving tips about cars. This is Dan with 60 Minute Car. I'm signing out and I'll see you on the internet.